Hi. Oh, wow. Look at that mustache, baby. How
like
are
that?
you, Trade? I love it. You look so good like that.
Thank you.
How are
I
you,
like
baby?
it. Let me put a little filter on myself. There we go.
Is that coconut?
The filter?
Uh-huh.
No. It's that one of those vintage ones.
Yeah, you need to check coconut. It is life-changing.
Oh, I like this one too. Coconut? Oh, I have to find coconut.
It's the last one where I asked my followers if they want me to go live is coconut and bitch. It's giving you 10 years younger and the sun that you're not getting.
We love that.
Yeah. Well, how are you doing? How's the quarantine?
Oh, it's...
It is what it is, right?
It is what it is. Yes, you better contour that 5 head. Come on,
Girl.
I feel the pain.
Girl, and there's still some here.
Oh, yeah, I know. When I put my wig cap on, my wig cap sits about there.
Uh-huh.
This is all just empty real estate.
There's someone that made a gif, a meme of, I am not a sugar, I don't have a sugar daddy, and if I wanted to have a sugar daddy, maybe I would, and it fits in my forehead. And I'm like, you did not, you fucking cunt.
That's amazing.
That's so good. Yeah, I think I might not be Miss Congeniality, but I sure will have the 5 head of the season.
The 5 head of the season. Same.
You know what? In my country, we say that when baby has big forehead, they're smart.
There you go. Yeah, the brain's bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you. But I'm good. I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where are you now?
I'm in Nashville at home.
Oh my God. You know, I cannot wait to go to Nashville.
It's so much fun. You're going to have the best time at play.
Yeah, but even like to visit the city, there's so much history in it, and like even in like the city of music in the U.S.
Yeah, it's like country music central. So if you like country music, it's the place to be.
Yeah, I can't wait. To be honest, I just can't wait to take the subway. Period. At this point.
Oh, right. Seriously, how are you doing? I was actually just messaging with Heidi. I feel so bad for y'all. Like, how are you holding up? Like, just with all of this bullshit.
You know, I think that because we have sadly no element of comparison, we haven't experienced Drag Race before.
Yeah.
Our experience is our experience. It's like, this is only what we know. It is gutting because we want to meet, you know, like I was eliminated alone at home, crying myself to bed watching the episode.
Oh.
You know, it's like you don't get all the love from the club and everybody's saying, you were robbed. And you're like, yeah, I know. You don't get all of this. So it's sad, but at the same time, like I try to remind myself that I could have not been on the show and not have that platform and be a local girl, you know, and not have cameos and merch to sell. So it's sad, but at the same time, it's such a worldwide issue that you have to just shut up and wait.
Completely. I mean, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it could be a lot worse.
Right.
And the good thing is when this all ends, like everyone's still going to want to meet all of you and book all of you and all that stuff. So I just feel like the whole world is kind of on pause for now.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, at the end of the day, we are the current season and everybody's kind of looking up to us to like see how we can react and what we can do. And like, every time I feel like, oh, I've been robbed from my opportunity of doing Drag Race and be famous and have DragCon, I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, just be a role model for everyone that is watching you and try to come up with content. And this is not going to be forgotten. People will always see you as someone that helped them carry this whole quarantine thing. And everything is postponed. It's not canceled. So
exactly. Everything's just paused.
Right.
Everyone's asking what your Venmo is.
Oh, you know when I'm telling you the fans are keeping me rich because I always forget to put it and they're like, bitch, your Venmo, get your shit together. And I'm like, oh, sorry.
Y'all never asked me what my Venmo is. Fuck.
Right.
For me!
Wait. Okay, Venmo. What time is it now in Nashville?
It is 9:57.
Oh, so it's 1 hour less than New York.
That mustache is not it. Go fuck yourself. How about that?
Right. I like your stash. I never thought you could grow a stash like that. You can have like a full beard?
Oh, yeah. I get like a full scruff.
Wow, she's a man. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I literally, the only thing I can grow is a mustache like this. Nothing here.
Or you.
I know.
Yeah. I have to like, when I shave backwards when I get in drag. It's horrible.
Yeah. I love that you're also one of the few queens that never gave up on their brows, and that's how I am.
Oh, I honestly debate it so much because it makes doing your eye makeup so hard. Like you see these girls do this amazing like blended, all these colors, all this shit, and I'm like, ooh. Like for me, I literally have to do a crease to hide because this is a lot of people don't realize when you block your brows and you go to do your eye makeup, this is a completely different texture than this.
Oh,
like you cannot do all this artistic blending and shit when you have these big eyebrows.
Right.
So it's like
I remember when I started to do makeup, I used to look at, to me, my two all-time favorite drag makeup artists are Raven and Layla McQueen. Layla McQueen is just another world.
Oh, incredible.
And every time I was like, one day when I'll figure out how to fucking block those brows, I'll just paint like that. And then I really quickly realized, I was like, nope, not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't
it's
know.
Hard.
Raven doesn't really...
She uses Pros-Aid. And
I use Pros-Aid too. Yeah, I use Pros-Aid too, but she never really goes crazy with like the different...
She uses nudes and purple.
Yeah,
like
it always kind of stays in here. Like, she doesn't go nuts with it. You know, no, Jiggly, we don't want to shave our brows down.
Well, I was thinking of maybe doing it during the quarantine. I'm like, fuck that shit. In 2 weeks, it's back.
Jiggly, when you have as much face as me and Nikki have, brows are necessary. Like, we can't
she has a lot of face. I don't know if she has the same face.
We can't have nothing from here to like back here. We got 5 heads to deal with.
Girl, my face starts here.
Exactly. I always say nothing good happens from here up on my face.
Yeah, it's a dead zone.
Raven is like obviously one of my all-time favorite Drag Race faces, but you know who else whose makeup I live for and who I just think is so beautiful is Monique Hart.
Oh my god. I know. And
her makeup, ooh.
And the way she makes the colors pop on her skin tone, and she goes wild in the shapes. She doesn't do the same leads. It's so cool.
I'm so jealous because she has so much lid space. She has so much to play with. And yeah, she just does incredible things with colors, and her bone structure is just like...
Oh, fuck her. Her cheekbones are just surreal.
I could look at her all day. I love her makeup. There's so many, though, that have, like, incredible makeup. You know who else's face I really live for? It's very, like, neutral and simple, but I've always thought Jujubee is really beautiful.
Oh, stunning.
Stunning.
That's a girl also that was born with a fucking perfect face. Like, the proportion are insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Jujubee is stunning.
Jiggly, you're beautiful, too.
Yes.
In the dark.
Oh. You're beautiful when you sleep. You know, I love that picture of you when you are you're bending and you have a neon blonde wig. I think you're like from the side like this, and you have like a short hair, and it's like blonde green.
Is it recent?
Yeah, and you had like a
oh yeah, that one.
I was beautiful. Like, I love that hair. That hair is so stunning.
Yeah, I like a kind of shoulder length or shorter hair.
We need to shoot together and do Charlize Theron and Sharon Stone look.
Oh my god!
You and I, like, if there's one thing that you and I have in common is like femme fatale, blonde bitch. And I think if we channel Sharon Stone and Charlize Theron together, it would be iconic.
That would
everybody compare you to Sharon Stone, and everybody compare me to Charlize Theron. So I think it would be a cool mix.
Let's do that. That would be amazing. And Charlize Theron and Sharon Stone are two of my favorite actresses. Like,
Nikki Doll came out because of those two. Like, I was obsessed with them.
Yeah, I love that. I love that femme fatale thing. You're also very heavily inspired by like 90s fashion and 90s supermodels.
Yeah, but my mix is really like all the video games that I played when I was a nerd. So I like all the villain from every little anime that you can think of, like all the villain in Sailor Moon and Final Fantasy and all those RPG and 90s fashion. And then the face is really Charlize Theron or Sharon Stone.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. You're beautiful.
Thank you, baby. Or you too.
Thank you. Where are you living now?
I am in my tower in Union Square, like Rapunzel, with no prince waiting for me downstairs. Yeah, I mean, I'm on 5th. Well, I'm not going to say my exact address, but I'm in Union Square.
Oh, so you're in New York?
Yeah, New York.
Are you planning to stay in New York?
I think so. I mean, my family. I can't fly back to my country because France is in like hardcore quarantine. Like, my mom needs a pass to go out, to go like do stuff. Like, they need to be approved. Yeah, they need to be approved to go somewhere, which is insane.
Aww.
So I can't go with my family, and I don't have family here, so I'm kind of like stuck at my house.
Yeah,
which is fine. I mean, I'm not complaining, but.
Do you think you'd ever move back to the West Coast?
You know, I don't drive, and so to me, LA seems like a really hard place to be for me. San Francisco was amazing, but as a makeup artist, it was really like the industry is just not there.
Yeah.
So I love New York. New York is really the only place in the US where I felt like at home because it's kind of like the big sister of. It's like Paris on steroids.
Yeah, New York is incredible. There's really no place like it.
Do you like to stay in Nashville, or is it just like a quarantine thing?
No, well, I've been here for 5 years, and I'll definitely be leaving soon.
Yeah, where?
I would love to go to LA.
Yeah.
I lived in New York for 3 years.
Oh, you did?
Back.
When?
Yeah, I was there 2008 to 2012.
Oh yeah, I wasn't friends.
Yeah, it was when I was a ballet dancer, so I lived there. Yeah, and I loved it. It's just I want to try the West Coast, so that'll probably be the next move.
The only thing about the West Coast is there's a lot of us in there.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard, like, some of the gigs are, like, paid. Like, no matter what you did, you could have done Dragula, freaking RuPaul's Drag Race Canada. Like, you will still get a local queen rate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but there's lots to do out there. And there's just more to do, like, for TV stuff. And it's better for, like, making content and starting YouTube shit and all that. Because I'm sort of starting to get into that world a little bit, or hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't
She
know.
wants to be an influencer.
Oh, God. No.
He wants to say swipe up and don't forget to subscribe.
Oh God! I'm gonna do makeup tutorials because I have no idea.
I mean, you know what? I would watch you. I don't watch a lot of them, but I would watch you for sure.
Because I'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Right, you were real. Like you would be like, "Oh yeah," and don't forget to subscribe, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's how you. That's how you have to do it. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just kind of going out there and seeing what it's going to be like, and maybe if I don't like it, then I don't like it. Another place I would love that I'll definitely live sometime in my life is Chicago. Love Chicago.
Chicago, after New York, is my favorite city in the U.S. I love the people. I love the food. I hate the weather, but I love
the architecture is incredible. I love
and it's so clean.
Mm-hmm.
It's so clean.
Great. And that city in the summer is like hands down my favorite city.
Right, and Detox Tips there. You know, like there's everything you need.
It has great food. Detox is there.
Right. I had a great time at Roscoe's. I actually got too much great time because, like, if you watch the viewing, I start very polite with my little ostrich feather thing, and at the end, I'm on my feet, completely drunk with the mic.
Trust me.
You need to follow all the girls.
Trust me. We all did that.
Girl. Yeah.
My first viewing party there, I think, was Snatch Game last year. And I was there with Nina, and when I tell you, she was wasted, and rightfully so. I deserve to drink myself through that episode.
Well, I was lip syncing that day, so I was like, it's gonna be tough for me to watch. So I was like drinking, but my little body was like, bitch, you're on your own.
Yeah.
But I mean, I carried myself.
Yeah, no, I definitely had about 7 tequila shots.
That's Detox's fault, right?
I don't think she was there, actually. It was me, not Vanjie. It was me, Nina, Silky. There was someone else there with us. Was it Cracker?
Yeah.
Cracker might have been there. And T-Rex. It was fun though. I love Roscoe's. That's one of my favorite places.
It's so much fun. People really love drag. They love drag.
They really
show, and they're happy to see it.
Yeah. And even just like the staff there and the management, like they've always been so good to me. Like even way before Drag Race, they were always booking me, and just they're good people there.
Right. No, I agree. There was no shade, nothing. Like it was just.
Oh, Honey was there. Yeah, Honey was there that night. That's right. Someone just commented that.
Yes. Got it. Well, I hope to see you very soon. It would be nice if we can finally. We met. It was that picture you sent me was 2016, I think, and I was. It was. I think it was my first...
makeup.
Girl, my makeup was rough. But you know that you came to document and you said, "Oh my God, you look stunning." I don't know why you said that, by the way. Now looking at the picture, but you thought I was a real girl.
And I thought you were a real girl.
And then
I must have been really drunk.
You were. And then you said to Trinity, like, "Oh my God, look at her." And then Trinity was like, "It's all right."
Very Trinity.
Right. And then my dumbass was still like a big fan of the show. And I was like, "Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to see you on TV next year," which now I can't even stand people saying that, you know, when you're like hiding. And of course I was that bitch telling her that. She's like, yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, they're like, ooh, we know.
Ooh, I know something. I'm special.
That's the oh god, that's the worst.
It's so awful.
When you get back from filming and then everyone's like, and you're like,
just shut up.
You're like,
you know I can say anything.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like stupid. Shut up.
But I think there's something even worse than this is when people have said, I've read the spoilers, but just so you know, and I'm like, shut the fuck up right now. I don't care. When you think I'm gone, just don't even talk.
I've read the spoilers.
Girl, just want to let you know, I don't care what you have to say. Just shut up. Girl, I don't need you. I have a mom. Thank you.
I love how Parisian you are.
Oh, thank you. Well, finally someone likes that.
I love it. I love it. It reminds me so much. Well, you remind me a lot of Giannis, who is on our season, who did our musical.
Oh,
Giannis, Giannis Marshall. Oh my god.
Giannis is a whole other level. She is sexy.
Oh, she is another level. But everyone was like, oh my god, she's such a bitch. She's so hard. She's so hard. And I was like, oh, I'm living for this. This brings me right back to my ballet training. Like, just tell it like it is.
Yeah, she was rough. I remember when she was coming for Raja on that episode. She went in. Like, what? Weren't you the dancer of the group? I was like,
oh my god,
poor thing. Yeah, no, Giannis went like I'm not as cutthroat. She's yeah. I know
you're still very matter of fact, like European kind of like I feel like Europeans in general don't really, they just kind of say like how they feel it. Which is, and North America is a lot more like passive aggressive, like polite. Where
I love you. Let's have brunch sometimes.
And you're like, no, bitch.
I was like, spell my name right now. How do you spell? That's how I'm like, no, bitch. We're not gonna have lunch. You don't love me. Just cut the crap. But I think there's the way that I studied why American always say, "Oh, French people are so rude." To me, is that American are very welcoming, and you can always come in literally. But at some point, you will hit a wall. And there's no way you can go past it. With French people, you're not easily welcomed. But once you're inside, there's no friend. You just go straight to family. The gap between family, like the loyalty in friendship in France is so intense. And I think in America, it's a little bit more like we can be, we can know each other. We don't have to be friends, And to me, it's like hard to like layer that. But
yeah, no, I agree. But I appreciate it. I like the matter of factness.
Right. I think Canadian are also a little bit closer to that too.
We're a little bit. We're also super polite, and we hate hurting people's feelings, or like we're just really like.
The funny thing about French people is that we don't like to hurt people's feelings. We don't realize we do it.
Yeah. But French Canadian people are a lot like French people in that way too. Like it's still a very. I find that they're a lot more matter of fact and just kind of say it how they feel.
And they're still much more nicer than us. Like, I went to Montreal and I was like, oh, you guys are so cute.
You're so cute.
You're so cute.
You're adorable.
Right. Have you performed in Paris yet?
No, I was supposed to go there right after. I did perform in Paris once when I did my Club Kids tour in December. But I was supposed to take my my prize-winning vacation from my episode. That was in the right after DragCon. I was going to go for a week with my drag mother.
You went?
No, I was supposed to be after DragCon this year.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we are out of this nonsense, I need to go to France with you because they're going to eat you up.
Yes, sure. I would love to just go and enjoy it. I remember I went there. God, 7 years ago now, we danced at the Châtelet Opera House.
Oh, yeah.
It's so beautiful. And I love the city. We walked around. We were there for 2 weeks, I think, actually, and it was magical.
How about the French boys? Did you try the French boys?
I don't think I did try any French boys.
What?
I don't know what was wrong with me.
What, did you try boys there?
No, I don't even think I tried any boys. I was like a good little virgin at that point.
You were a ballet dancer in Paris, and your bubble butt didn't take any boys?
I didn't take a single boy. I really didn't.
Yeah, we really need to go.
Yeah, I would love to go back to Paris.
Do you speak French? Like at least a little bit? I
don't. No.
That's what I thought, and everybody's like, "Oh, but like Brooke." I think as I was reading some comments in like the French fan page of Drag Race, and people were like, "No, but she's not the only one who speaks French. Actually, Nikki, Brooklyn also speaks French. She's from Canada." I'm like, "Yeah, but she's not from Montreal."
I dropped that in grade 9.
Got it.
I love the language. I was just horrible at it, and I hated school, so I wanted to make my life as easy as possible.
Yeah, that was me with Spanish. People were like, Carl Sanchez, ¿o hablo español? I'm like, no, mi español es muy mierda.
Well,
Yeah.
do you find it easier to pick up languages like French and Spanish are similar,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah, because they're both Latin. There's a lot of words that I will not think about it speaking Spanish, but if a Spanish person speak, I will catch what it means. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, Canada
Italian is actually the closest one to French.
I love Italian. I wish I had the patience to sit down and learn another language. I think it's easiest though when you're just engrossed in it and you don't really have a choice.
Right. Well, girl, you're in quarantine now. This is the perfect time.
I know, right? It's so weird. There's so many things I could be doing, but I just don't feel like doing
because we're
anything.
feeling guilty to take the time to do something like that. I want to learn how to do photo retouching because I do a lot of editorial, and I'm tired of booking someone to retouch them. I'm like, I can do it myself. Then I have my vision, but I start to look at classes. I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this. I should be ungluing my wigs and cleaning them and just hug everyone. You know, it's just you feel guilty.
Yeah, I feel guilty not doing anything because I'm I should be writing a musical or doing something or starting a podcast, but at the same time, I'm also just kind of enjoying doing nothing.
Yeah, I agree. I've been playing video games that I haven't touched in 8 years, and it feels great because as drag queen and performers, we really don't allow ourselves to take some time off. Yeah, and now it's a forced vacation, which felt great the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been really nice.
Yeah.
But, who the fuck knows how long this is going to go on for? I'm hearing, months now, so...
I know. People are saying, June. Which is...
Well, that's fine. I just, if it's June, July, I'm just thinking, if this goes all the way to, September or something, whoa.
Oh, no, ma'am. Is that... Have you heard that?
Not really, no, but I'm just I'm a worst case scenario person, so I'm just thinking this, it's literally just going to be the whole year,
Well, my season 12 ass cannot take your negativity right now.
I know, I'm
that. Don't be saying October, bitch.
No, you'll be fine. The good news is, whoever wins your season is going to have, a 2-year reign, because I'm sure they're not going to start filming season 13 anytime soon.
You think so?
Well, how can they if we're all in quarantine?
Well, I think that they're probably going to shoot it in September, right before winter, because God knows if they're going to bring another layer of coronavirus. I think September, October could be a time where they would do it.
Yeah, I guess. It's all anybody's guess at this point.
I'm saying I think they should cancel season 13, wait for season 14, and we just reign for 2 years. Coronavirus was season 12. We're literally season 13.
Yeah, you just rebranded as season 13.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not, girl?
I love that. What are you painting for? Are you doing a show?
I have to do cameos, and she's trying to become a TikTok queen, so I force myself. I know. I can barely know how to sync the music to the video, so bear with me.
How old are you?
28.
Oh, you're 28. Oh, wow.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
Yeah. It's about the same.
I'm not quite.
I'm trying to be American.
I just have no patience for it. I tried and I was
Well, I never had the patience until the quarantine. And one day I was like, fuck that, let me try. And then I tried and people really reacted pretty well about it. And so I'm like, let me try to do more. And it's fun. I love, what I loved about this quarantine is that I saw on TikTok the amount of families that learn choreography together with their dogs. And you look at them in the house. Well, first of all, you cry because that's not your case. You're alone in your apartment.
Right.
But you see them with the auntie and the grandpa. And I'm like, oh my God, people are really there's family and you can see it. And so that's why I liked TikTok a little more than YouTube or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's like real people that you get in their house.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I'm just alone and I don't feel like learning stupid dances, and I also don't know how to do it. Hi, Jada.
Hi, Jada.
Hey, Jada Hall.
Jada Essence.
Jada, it's so funny because I've known Jada for years
because of pageant, right?
Just the pageant circuit and all that shit. But then last year at our finale, Jada was there. Jada painted Silky for the finale, so she was backstage,
So crazy.
And I just had a feeling. I was like, I was like, I can see it.
Right.
And I was right. And now
Was,
here she is.
yeah, she was
We're
my
good,
favorite.
Jada.
She was my favorite Cosmo Queen video ever.
Oh yeah.
I watched the
She
video,
went viral with that.
and I was like, "Fuck that bitch! Where are her pores? Like, she has no pore." And then we saw each other on the in the workroom, and literally once the camera were off, I'm like, "I'm such a big fan. Like, you're my favorite camera." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! You are my favorite with your big bunny ears and everything." And so we were fangirling for each other, and
I love that. Yeah,
she was one of my closest girl on set.
She's a sweetheart, and she's she is not afraid of the cosmetics. That girl.
No, and she also keeps it real like me. Like I can. It's like talking with another French person just in English, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why like I fuck with her. She's great.
Yeah. Jada, did you know you were cast when you were you must have known you were cast when you were doing when you were at the finale with us last year doing Silk's makeup. I wonder if she did. What
time of the year was that?
It was around May, I think, when we filmed the finale.
No, we did not know.
Yeah, I was so nervous. I was
around Gay Pride, like yeah. mid June. That's when we knew.
Oh. Oh, thanks, Jada. No, I had a feeling you would get on.
Yeah.
Oh, she was just waiting at that point.
Yeah,
that's the worst part, when you just wait.
Girl, yeah. Like between the first phase to the psyche eval, I was going insane. It was so much stress.
Yeah, it's not a fun thing.
Right.
You're obsessed with Jada's live. It's so funny seeing I just go on my Instagram and everybody's live.
I know. Like you scroll, you want to watch some stories, and it's just everyone is talking to people.
Yeah, this person's live with that person. It's so funny.
At this point, I'm just waiting for RuPaul to be on live. You know, like that's the only one who didn't do it yet.
Oh my god, I've ruined it alive. I can't just imagine.
Imagine inviting people. Hey, girl.
Oh my god, ruined my people online.
I'm in my farm right now. What are you doing?
Hi, Gina.
Oh my god, hi, Gina.
We love Gina.
Oh my god, we stand Gina in this house.
Stand Gina Garan.
I can't wait to go to Fire Island with her.
Gina's part of our big forehead group too.
Don't call her out like this.
No, she is. I'm proud of my big forehead.
Oh, you know,
that's why we all like each other, is we all got the foreheads.
So I never thought that I would like embrace my forehead that much, and then I saw myself on scene and I was like, well, now you don't have the choice. So now I'm embracing it.
We love you too, Gina. Oh, trust me, I was so mad because my confessionals, I got to my confessionals and I got my outfit approved and they liked it. And then I got there and I was wearing this just like a white t-shirt and this super cute electric blue motorcycle jacket. And then I sat down and they were like, sorry, this makes too much noise, so you can't wear it. Like, what else do you have? And I literally had that red hoodie that I had like come to set in.
Oh.
So I guess I'm wearing this.
Well, me was the opposite. I was like, okay, because 5 of my suitcases were full with drag, and I was like, I barely have any space for my boy stuff. I was like, let me think of like a cute thing that I can wear over and over. And I thought of my leather jacket. I was like, you can wear a different shirt, some black pants, and you're going to be styled for the day. Yeah. My dumbass took the leather jacket for the interview room, and then she's like, oh, that needs to stay.
Yeah, you can't wear it.
And I'm like, but I just have pajamas if you remove the jacket. So that's why I look like I'm literally like wearing pajamas the whole I brought no clothes with me. It was all drag. So I looked like a homeless person. And I don't even know how to do boy makeup. So everyone was like beating their face. I literally have never worn boy makeup a day in my life. So I don't know. Like, so. Well, you look good. Well, thank you. But you still obviously need a little, when you're on camera, you need a little help still. And well, let's say at the time that you wake up to go on set. Yeah. Just not. Yeah. It wasn't great. Yeah, it was a journey. It was a journey. It was fun, though. Oh my God. It was so much fun. I don't regret anything. No. The only thing I regret is not enjoying, just when you're there, I feel like you're always stressed. Yeah. But I wish I had, just enjoyed the moment a little bit more. Because it was such a cool experience. It is, but it's so overwhelming because you've literally not, I mean, I don't know about you, but I've had no TV experience before.
Oh, me neither, no.
So like the whole process of doing TV it was really what scared me the most, other than the actual challenges, you know?
Yeah.
It was like the whole process of getting used to this.
Exactly. I just feel like it was hard for me because I'm not a person who walks in the room and is like, ah! Like, I'm just not that
Same.
big. I'm not a huge personality like that. It takes me a minute to warm up. It takes me a minute to get going. So, but with TV, you kind of have to be like that. So it was hard for me. And my season, my season has had a lot of really big personalities. So it was hard to compete with. Like when you have Vanjie and Silky and all those people who are just naturally big personalities, and that's just not my tea. But you find your way. I think it takes a minute, but everyone kind of has their own path and way of getting where they're going to go.
But I feel like you found, and I don't know, that's something I wanted to ask you, because you are from Canada, so you're typically not American, but you still speaks English. Do you feel when you were doing the show that you were somehow struggling with some cultural references, or like somehow like your Canadian side was not helping you to thrive in an American show, or not at all?
No, I didn't really feel that way because I feel like Canadian and American culture are so close,
right?
And we there's not a language barrier there for us. And I've been living in America for like 4 years at that point.
Yeah.
And I had lived in New York for 3 years before that, so I was pretty like well versed with the culture. I can't imagine how hard it must be like going in there with English as a second language or not necessarily understanding all the culture things like that. It was
hard. It was hard. I mean, you know, like. Well, I think one of the biggest struggle that I had was I was like, okay, they are into learning what a French queen is. So I'm French, so I'm just going to be myself. But I realized that America has a very defined definition of what a French person is.
Yeah.
And to be able to communicate humor through your background as a French person, you need to know what they think a French person is, you know? And so, for example, they had like this thing of like, which is apparently French. And that comes from a fucking cartoon that I have never watched. And this person, it's like a fucking smelly animal. I don't even know how to say it in English. It's like, you know, like those animals that lift the tail and smells like awful.
Oh, a skunk?
A skunk. It's a French skunk, and he loves women.
Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew.
I think so. And then he's like, all the time. And on set, the guys were like, oh, use this. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, what is you know?
Pepe Le Pew, Jada, that's right.
So I was like, do I need to say like, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Oui, oui, baguette, sacre bleu. You know, I was like, this is like, we're so much more than this. So it was hard to get out of this. But now, if I would have watched the show, I would have like the cartoon. I would have been able to kind of like take it in my advantage.
That
but when
it's
just French, and right, that would have been funny. I wanted to do Marie Antoinette for Snatch Game.
Oh, that's a cute one. I like that.
I wanted to make her like very Paris Hilton in Simple Life, self-obsessed, that has like an eating disorder, and like it would have been like messy.
Oh, Snatch Game.
Oh,
Snatch Game. Yeah, that was fun. But I mean, people loved you on the show, and you got a great fan base, and that's what it's all about. I'm sure they would like love to have you back for an All-Stars. So I think you're going to get another chance at it for sure.
Yeah, I
would love to see you back on there.
I don't regret anything. I was really myself. Like, I can't say that I was playing any games. Like, I was literally myself at any point. Like, even when I left, like, I'm someone that stays really authentic. And I'm glad that it showed on TV. People really can read my personality in there. So,
yeah,
I'm happy.
You should be. And I mean, I think it's always, I think it's always good to go before people want you to go. You know? Like, it's always, like, I think so many queens have not won the show and still been super successful.
Right, I agree. Like,
this is just a platform, and it's all up to you to how you use it. It's not really about winning or losing at the end of the day. Winning is great, don't get me wrong, but it's about what you do with it, and yeah. So sometimes it's better to go before your time.
I agree. Yep, I'm glad. And also, I mean, this cast is incredibly talented.
Oh my god,
It was
your
a
cast
really
is
tough,
so good.
really tough competition. Like
It really
everyone
is.
is so like good at what they do that it was like I mean some inside tea, but like the judges every time were like, we had no clue you guys would be so good. They're like, it's so hard to judge you all because it's like you guys are so specific in what you do. And literally on Grey's Anatomy, they were like, I thought that they would not send anyone home because they said we had to count how many laughs we had per girl. That's how tight everything was.
Oh wow.
But then they still sent my ass home. I was like, well, I guess we were not that funny. But I think it is what it is. At the end of the day, like, you know, like they have like a structure of the show, and I don't think like a double Shantae on episode 5 like but it made sense, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys have an incredible cast. I actually haven't sat. I'm kind of waiting until the season's done to sit down and watch all the episodes. I've just been like seeing tidbits. Like I watched the runways obviously on Instagram and like little bits of Snatch Game, but I'm waiting till like it's all about because I like to binge something.
Yeah, I'm same.
But yeah, I've like just watching the looks and stuff, and yeah, like, you guys are great. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let you finish painting.
All right, my love. I enjoyed this chat. I think we're a really good girl group when it comes to chat, so we should do that more often.
Absolutely. Let's do it again.
All right. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
Love you too. Bye. Baby.